Yo, I miss you. I miss
too,
you.
brother.
How you been, man? How you been?
Good.
Good. Like that picture of you?
Only one man in this world gets to sleep with her by his side. I'm thinking something like Olivia could keep me through the night.
Bust a move, bust a move. You guys gonna whip some ass or what?
We're scoring, like we're getting in there and scoring goals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like last year that was our biggest problem. We were getting in there but we weren't scoring goals. So everything else will fall into place if we score goals.
I try to stay humble because I'm not a good judge of the videos that I make. Like, I'm not. I don't know. I think that I see things when I'm editing and I'm like, oh, that looks cool, or like when I'm shooting and that looks cool, but like what brings me pleasure, or like when I know that a video is like kind of good or something, is when the people that I made it for, like if like you're a musician writing a song, you know, my boy told me that when he writes a song that he's writing it for someone in mind, and it makes sense. When I'm making a video, it's normally for somebody, because whoever's in it, it's for somebody, or it's for practice. But whenever I set out to make one, you know, I never really know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I guess that later on in life, I may like have, you know, like a storyboard, and like I may know, all right, well, this shot's gonna go here and this is how we're gonna do it, and I'll be able to describe to the people I'm working with that this is how it's gonna go, you know, and this is how we need to set up, and it'll go fluid and everybody will know what they're doing. But that's hard. That's a lot of work. It takes a lot of experience and a lot of time to get to that point, you know. But lately, so far, like 2 years of doing this, I've always set out to make a video not knowing what's gonna come from it, not knowing if a video is gonna come from it at all, you know. But somehow it works. Somehow it works. Somehow you go out on your mission or whatever you're doing, with your goal, with your people, and you just do it. And somehow it just works out, you know. And I honestly do think the world works that way. That if you just try to do something, if you just put in the effort and put in the work and try, you know, positives will come from it. You won't always reach your goal. You won't always win. Sports is hard because there's only one winner at the end, you know. I mean, yeah, a game, whatever, but you know, you set out to win the championship, and sometimes most of the time there's only one winner. So sports is hard, but you learn something from it. You learn teamwork, camaraderie. You learn how to work together, how to work with people, and working with people is the most important skill that you can learn. Because you can't do anything alone, because no one gives a shit what you're doing alone. Nobody cares. So you got to do it with people, you know. And that's the advice. Shit, that's the advice. That's the advice that I would try to give is just try. Just try it, you know. Like, you never know, you could fall right flat on your face and then you'll figure something else out. But if you're trying, then you're moving forward and you're learning something, and you could take that skill that you learned trying something, like the skill that I learned from the sport I played, working together with people and seeing how the bigger picture works, and I took it into the next thing that I'm doing, you know, which is filmmaking and working with people and cooperation and listening to ideas and trying this because this idea works. And it's not, you know, and not necessarily my idea, and maybe it's not the way that I saw it playing in my head, but once I heard it, and once you're able to communicate with other people and you can understand that, all right, this idea, this person's idea works better, you know, then it's about that. It's about finding the best possible thing. So when you're working together on the field and you're arguing with your teammates, or you're trying to figure something out, or you're with your business partners or whatever, you're trying to do something, or your family, no matter what you're doing, it's about understanding. It's about putting yourself in their shoes, in their situation, and understanding. It's not about being right or wrong in anything. It's about understanding, because you don't get anywhere being right. Even if you're right, you know, what does that do? It's about understanding people and cooperation. And that's what I learned. But I know that, and I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I think something cool might come from it, because I've rambled for 5 minutes and I'll try to find something, and I set out to do it. And then somehow things always work out. Always work out. Things are always going to work out if you try. But if you give up, you know, if you think that your situations or your circumstances are too much for you, and you give up and you succumb and you fall and you never get back up, then that's failure. That is. But if you get back up and you keep trying and you keep going, then something special might happen. But it's only when you fall down and you get back up that the true things happen. When you heard that saying where, like, you know, the person quit right before they were about to strike gold. That's real. You know, sometimes it's the 8th time that you get up after after falling down or after failing, that, you know, you find the right people to work with and succeed. You know, so yeah, just try.